So I've got a question for you. When it comes to financial stuff, does it seem like you take one step forward and two steps back?
Every day, all the time, and it never stops.
It never stops. Well, let's take the gas prices, for instance. Wasn't it great to see the cost of a gallon of gas at or just under $2, and now what, $2.22, $2.29, maybe even higher?
The last thing any of us want to feel is like we're giving out more than we're taking in. There really is something to the saying, getting the most bang for your buck. Here now are a few ways how.
It seems like we're always in a rush to save time and money. The next time you're on the go or shopping from home, try these tips to help save your time and what's in your wallet. Before you pump, use the Gas Buddy app for your smartphone. It lets you compare prices of nearby gas stations. No smartphone? Go to gasbuddy.com on your computer. Need a new outfit? Save time and money using windowshopper.me. This site lets you set a price range and quickly swipe through items from department stores without ever leaving your bedroom. To save on groceries, try Boxed. It's a handy app that ships discounted groceries straight to your door for free. Shop at home or on the go with your smartphone. Just a few tips that could save you time and money.
Looking for some other ways to save? Reader's Digest did an article on 33 ways to get great deals on anything. Here are a few of them. Did you know Regal Cinemas allows you to buy premium tickets for $8 a pop? The only downside is the initial cost to buy in bulk may be high, so they suggest splitting it with a friend. Next, goldstar.com helps members find half-price tickets to events. They even offer members-only complimentary tickets. And if you buy gift cards, you may want to try giftcardgranny.com. There, a $100 Applebee's card may only cost you $86. And Jimmy, there are so many more like student, dental, and airline discounts. For a link to the Reader's Digest article with the list of savings ideas, go to our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Good stuff. Now, you want to know where else you can save money and maybe get some back in your wallet too? Doing your taxes the right way.
Did you know billions of dollars go unclaimed in federal tax refunds each year? And I don't know about you, but I would rather line my pockets with my money than line the government's pockets with my money.
With your money. Here are some of the most missed deductions according to U.S. News and World Report. Charitable contributions, local and state sales tax, the earned income tax credit, job searching expenses using the retirement savers credit, and believe it or not, gambling losses. So how do we get what's coming to us and not just give it away? Well, BJ Norris, owner of H&R Block in Ocean City in Berlin, is here to help us do just that. BJ, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So we were talking about some of the deductions that most people miss doing their own taxes, and you were saying work expenses like boots.
Work expenses, boots, airline people, their shoes they wear on the plane, it's special shoes, so
Right.
they're not supposed to wear them on the ground. Nurses, stockings, and then but they go out in the uniforms, of course, if they have to buy the uniforms.
So pay attention
Yes.
and hang on to your receipts for that stuff.
And a lot of the employers now are picking up some of these expenses for them too.
Right.
And so then that leaves that bottom part out for them.
Gotcha.
They're entitled to mileage if they are going from job to job.
Right. What about education? Let me ask you about
Education?
that. Yeah.
Education expenses.
Expenses,
Right.
yes. Education is if you are, for education expenses for a person who is working or has graduated from college and is in postgraduate school,
Right.
those expenses are deductible. When you're working, you can add in the additional expenses of your mileage, your parking, all the other things that go on, but you have to be credited in that degree
Right.
of job in order to deduct those.
Okay.
You can't go to get another job and you can't go to school and get another job and deduct those expenses because you're not working in that job.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Now, BJ, a lot of people are moving their parents into their house. Can they deduct them, or can they?
They can claim their parents if they provide more than half their support for the parents.
Okay.
And there's two ways of going around that. They have their house. They have all the costs of the home. If the parents just have Social Security, then that's all they have. Then they can probably claim them on the tax return as well. If they put them in if they buy another home for the parents stay in their own home, and the children are paying for that house. So we'll say one child is paying for that house. Then they can claim the parents because they're paying for the house,
Oh, okay.
and they're making that house available to those parents.
Okay, so major events, getting married, having a baby, life-changing events, that can have a big impact on your refund, can't it?
Yes, it does. At one time, when you got married, you got a huge refund.
Right.
And then they changed all the laws, and then you got married, then you end up paying money back because they lowered this married filing joint rates, and then they lowered the single people got mad because they weren't getting lower rates either. So they lowered the single people's rates, so the single people's rates were lower than the married people's rates.
Oh, okay.
Two people paid less tax.
Let's talk a little bit about medical expenses. Let's say, you put in a pool for somebody with a disability, or maybe someone with a disability has a pet. How can that affect your taxes?
Okay, if you're putting in a pool, you have to be careful because the pool is there in the ground, it stays with the property. It's increased the value of that property. So you don't have the deduction on that because you're going to sell that property at a later date, supposedly, and you're going to recoup that money.
Right.
But yeah, the extra utilities, the upkeep of that pool is medical expense.
Right. Okay, let's talk about pets. Can I get a discount for my pets, a deduction for my pets?
No. But if you are disabled in any way, shape, or form, you need a seeing eye dog, you need a dog that helps you hear,
So a service dog,
a service dog, they are deductible,
but not pets.
not pets.
All right, so let's talk the Affordable Care Act. How's that going to impact my taxes this year?
Well, that's giving everybody a headache. If you are retired, you're on Social Security, you have your pension, you're okay. You have money coming out of that. If you are an individual who has a full-time job with a large company that has medical insurance, you're okay. But if you are just if you have to go out and buy your own insurance, it costs you a lot of money, and you're not okay because you have to have it as of January 1st, or I think they give you 3 months. I did a couple yesterday. They got theirs. They started in January. They finally got their insurance in May. It took them that long to get it.
How about that?
And they have a penalty on their return for that because of that.
BJ, thank you so much for coming in.
welcome.
Let me touch one thing before we let you go. Talking about tax scams, getting those phone calls.
Yes. Anyone who gets a phone call from anyone that says they're IRS, hang up and then call police, because IRS will send you a letter telling you they want these questions answered and made known to them.
And it's going to be a letter.
It'll be a letter. And if they really, really want you, they're going to send you a certified mail that you have to sign for, and they get.
Ignore phone calls and emails. BJ,
Yes.
thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
And
Great
when in
information
doubt,
today.
call a professional.
Yes, call us.
And if you missed any of the information that BJ spoke about or would like to learn more about what H&R Block has to offer, just visit our website, wvoc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Okay, something else many people seem to save, and you might not believe it, vacation days. As a matter of fact, Americans forfeited 430 million paid vacation days last year alone. Up next, you're going to find out that may actually lead to less productivity and why the boss may frown on it.
So let's go ahead and book that getaway. Spring break will be here before we know it. You just don't want to get a sunburn when you're having fun in the sun. We'll learn about a new sunburn warning system that can protect your skin.
Okay, while we're talking about skin, if you don't like the way your bananas look on the outside, we're learning a few tricks to get them just the way you like them. You want better bananas? We're going to find out how to get them.
And hopefully we'll find Sean too. It's time to kick off our search for strikers. Sean, we need our first clue.
All right, Jimmy and Lisa, here it is, your first clue. This town was previously known as Anamesix and then Summers Cove. Well, if that doesn't help you out, it's all right, because I got 2 more clues to help you out. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.